Hey guys, this is Chris coming back to you with a update. So this video is a bit late, but I wanted to make sure that I got it out today. I am officially 2 weeks on testosterone, and I'm gonna cover how my shot went today and the changes that I've seen so far. So I mentioned this in my last video, but being that I'm doing everything through insurance, there is like a multi-step process for everything. And so I got approved to start testosterone after my blood test results came back all clear. But I still don't have a prescription. So the first shot, I wasn't prepared to do it myself, so I went to the endocrinologist nurse and she did the first shot for me. When I went back today, I let her know that I wanted to do this second shot on my own to get the practice doing it, because I was ready to do my next shot without going to her at all. So she walked me through how to clean the injection site, clean the testosterone, how to draw the testosterone out, how to inject, the whole 9 yards. So I did it today with her guidance, her verbal guidance, and it was pretty fine. I was a little nervous about it because I know people get anxious. I've never actually injected myself with anything before, so it was a new experience. But she walked me through it, and she was super supportive and just everything I needed her to be in the moment. I ended up going to the appointment by myself because my partner was at work, so she couldn't come with me. So I now know how to do the self-injection. Now all that's left is for the nurse to send a message to the endocrinologist so that she can write the prescription and put it in the system so that I can pick it up. I'm on a bi-weekly schedule, so my next shot is on June 19th, so obviously I need it before then. So my hope is that by the end of next week I can pick it up so that I can have it for June 19th. Now, as far as changes, I know in my first video I told you all that I felt like my throat was doing something strange, and it continued doing that beyond the day that I made that video. But I would say by the time I hit about a week, I didn't have those issues anymore, so my throat has been fine. No soreness really, and no like tightness, like heartburn in my throat. It's been all good. So the only other thing I can say about my voice right now is that I do kind of feel like it's raspy, to the point of like when I get a cold or when I am just waking up from being asleep, I feel like I have a pretty raspy voice, and that's kind of what it sounds like right now. So I don't officially think that it's dropped at all, but if a drop is coming, I anticipate it might happen later this week or next week, but definitely probably by the time I take my next shot, there might be a noticeable difference. So that's one thing I've seen. Another thing I've seen change is bottom growth. I really did not realize that it would change as fast as it did. I think people talk about bottom growth, but they don't always talk about it as one of the first changes that you see. Without going into too much detail, my girlfriend has been helping me, my girlfriend / partner has been helping me track everything. So she's been taking pictures, and we were supposed to be taking a picture on the first day. Actually, no, we were supposed to be taking the picture before I actually took the testosterone. The day was really busy, and I think the first picture actually came the next day. And when she saw the picture, my girlfriend said that she already noticed that it looked a little different. So I don't want to like hype anyone up, but that was probably the first thing that was visible, not only to me but to her as well. And over these 2 weeks, it's still been changing a little bit. It protrudes a little bit, and it's to the point where I'm able to grasp the growth in between my 2 fingers. I don't want to go into any more detail about that because I know it makes people uncomfortable, but that is something that has changed. With the bottom growth, I feel like there's also been an increased sex drive for me. I've never been a person who's like super high when it comes to sex drive, so it's been an interesting experience, but I feel like there's been some energy there that I didn't have before. So that's another thing that I've noticed. Something else that I noticed is that just in general, I feel like my mood and my energy was like a lot higher after taking the testosterone. But I noticed that as I got closer to the end of my 2 weeks before today's shot, I felt like really drained. I was tired, kind of moody, and just like in a weird space. So I'm thinking that I might have to switch from a 2-week shot cycle to maybe 10 days or a week. And just because like those energies and like that mood swings and like tiredness, I felt it. And part of it might have been because I was on Shark Week, and if you all don't know what that is, it's just monthly cycle, and it ended up starting at the beginning of last week. So that might have contributed to some of my feelings, but it ended like Saturday, so I still think that some of it was the tea. So I'm gonna see how I feel with these next 2 shots. They'll be June 19th and then July 3rd, and if I still feel that tiredness and that moodiness toward the end of the 2 weeks, I'm gonna talk to my endocrinologist and see if we can switch my shot schedule to every 10 days instead of every 14 days. So I definitely noticed that. Something else I've noticed, I've always been working out prior to taking tea. I started working out probably late May of last year, so I've been pretty active in the gym for the last year and some change. Even more so this year than I was last year, especially when it comes to high intensity cardio and weightlifting. So I would say muscle definition, I don't know that I can really see it too much yet. I do feel like my muscles feel a lot firmer, even when I haven't been necessarily lifting anything in my arms. I feel like they feel a lot firmer, and you can't really see much because I still have a lot to do, but I feel like they're firmer. I also feel like I have the ability to lift a little bit more than I had been able to before. And again, that might be because I've been building up the stamina to lift more just on my own, but it does feel like it's been easier to push myself a little bit further, not just with weightlifting, but also like cardio. I'm not as fit as I want to be just yet, but I feel like I've seen an increase a little bit in strength. Let me see. I also feel like I sweat more too. I feel like when I used to be on the treadmill for like 15 to 20 minutes, I might be sweating a little bit, but especially tonight, like it was insane. Like I was just like drenched, and I think that's a good thing, but I think I am getting hotter a lot faster than I used to. I sweat a lot anyway, but I think it's just something that's going to be happening, and having this hair makes me sweat anyway. So imagine having a lot of hair and then sweating because of tea on top of that. That's what I experience when I go to the gym. I'm usually pretty sweaty before I even finish cardio. With that, I would say I think my body odor might be changing a little bit. It might be a little bit more intense. I feel like I sweat more and I stink more when I leave the gym. And so when I come home, I definitely have to take a shower. We'll see how bad it really gets. I feel like I've been okay, but it's just something that I have to be aware of. Like if I go to the gym, I have to make sure that I have to shower before I go anywhere else. Appetite wise, I don't really feel like I've had a super big increase in my appetite. I feel like it's been pretty typical, but I'm still pretty early in the game, so that might change. Honestly, I kind of feel like I've been losing weight, a couple of pounds since I started. Maybe I'm imagining things, or maybe the scale at home is not the most accurate, but based on the scale at home and also weighing in when I've gone to the endocrinologist, I have lost a couple of pounds. So if people tell you that it's not possible to lose weight on tea, that's not true. It's just all about staying consistent and being mindful of what you eat. And honestly, I could be doing better on the diet side of things, but I've been trying to stay as consistent as possible in the gym. I'm usually at the gym anywhere from 3 to 4 days a week. I really try for 4 days a week. Sometimes I fall off, so last week I only went twice. but I'm always aiming to be in the gym at least 4 times a week. If you are interested in a workout plan that might be beneficial, let me know and I'll share you with the one that I have kind of used and model my workouts after. But I think that's pretty much it. I don't know that anything's gonna happen this week, but if I notice that I experience a voice drop or anything of that nature, I definitely will come back and let you all know. I have been taking clips of my voice, so I have actually no, I think I have a video of my voice one day on T. I have a video of my voice 1 week on T, and then I have a video of my voice 2 weeks on T, which is today. So I'll be compiling those and just kind of seeing what happens. But if you all have any questions about the process of starting testosterone or working out or any of those things, feel free to send me a message either on here or on other social media platforms. I'll include that information down below. But thank you all for watching, and I hope you all have a great Monday night. Peace.